friends, welcome to Shri Learning Lifetime. Like, subscribe and don't forget to hit bell icon.
Once upon a time, in a land where laughter was a currency and imagination thrived, there was a small village nestled amidst rolling hills and lush meadows. This village was known as Joyville, and it was inhabited by a group of cheerful and kind-hearted beings called the Joylings. The Joylings were tiny creatures with colorful, glowing bodies and wings that shimmered like rainbows. They possessed magical powers that allowed them to spread joy and happiness wherever they went. They could make flowers bloom with a touch, turn frowns into smiles, and fill the air with laughter. In Joyville, every day was a celebration of life. The Joylings danced in the streets, played cheerful melodies on their musical instruments, and shared delicious treats made from the sweetest fruits and honey. But there was one Joyling who stood out from the rest. Her name was Bela. Bela had a spirit that burned brighter than the sun. Her laughter was contagious, and her joy was infectious. She had an insatiable curiosity and a boundless imagination. Bela spent her days exploring the village, discovering hidden nooks and crannies, and making new friends with all the creatures that crossed her path. One day, as Bela was exploring a meadow, she stumbled upon an old, dusty book hidden beneath a bush. Intrigued, she carefully brushed off the dirt and opened it. The book was filled with stories of far-off lands, magical creatures, and brave heroes. Bela's eyes widened with excitement, and she couldn't wait to share these tales with her fellow Joylings. That evening, Bela gathered all the Joylings in the village square. She stood on a small stage and began to read the stories from the magical book. As she read, the characters and creatures from the stories seemed to come alive. The villagers listened with wide eyes and laughed at the funny parts. The Joylings were captivated by the power of storytelling. They realized that they, too, could create their own stories and bring joy to others through their imaginations. From that day forward, the village of Joyville became a hub of creativity and storytelling. Bela and her fellow Joylings started a storytelling club. Every week, they would gather in the village square and take turns sharing their imaginative tales. The stories ranged from epic adventures to heartwarming tales of friendship and love. Each Joyling brought their unique voice and perspective, captivating the audience and leaving them with a warm, fuzzy feeling in their hearts. The news of Joyville, a storytelling club, spread far and wide. Travelers from distant lands would come to the village to hear the enchanting stories of the Joylings. The village square was always filled with laughter, applause, and a sense of wonder. As the years went by, Joyville became renowned as the land of joy and imagination. People came from all corners of the world to experience the magic of storytelling in this vibrant village. Joylings continued to share their stories, bringing smiles to the faces of all who listened. Bela, the storyteller extraordinaire, grew older, but her spirit remained forever young. She continued to inspire generations of Joylings, passing on the art of storytelling and the joy it brought to others. Her legacy lived on in the hearts of all who cherished the power of imagination and the beauty of a well-told tale. And so, in the village of Joyville, the spirit of storytelling thrived. The Joylings, with their glowing bodies and shimmering wings, carried on the tradition of spreading joy through their stories. And in doing so, they reminded the world that within every person, there is a spark of creativity, waiting to be ignited by the power of imagination.